Shut the f*** up, you little prick.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Come on, get him out of here.
In a few hours, one of two things is going to happen. We might either be seeing Anthony Joshua in the ring for the last time as a professional boxer. This might be his farewell fight. Or the Francis Ngannou hype train might finally be over. Either that or Francis Ngannou defeats Anthony Joshua, raises his stock, and become officially the baddest man on the planet and writes his name in the history books. And Anthony Joshua has to just look back on his accomplishments. Or Anthony Joshua takes another step in his quest to become the undisputed heavyweight boxing champion of the world. So either way, I would say one person's career is coming to an end today, and the other person's career is going to be elevated even beyond superstar status. Before I continue, hit the like button, subscribe, and not forget to hit the notification bell so you can be notified whenever I drop new content. Now, in a few hours, we will know if Anthony Joshua made a disastrous career move by accepting his fight against the Predator Francis Ngannou. That is to say, if he loses, especially if he loses badly, it is over. There's no way he's gonna recover career-wise from such a defeat. The Andy Ruiz fiasco is gonna be a child's play in the eyes of the public and the media, where Francis Ngannou to lay Anthony Joshua down. Now, do I expect that to happen? Well, it is boxing, anything is possible. I just hope Anthony Joshua sails through. And I say that as a boxing enthusiast, as a boxing purist. I think it'll be unfortunate if Francis Ngannou came from the MMA, defeated Tyson Fury, which I think he did beat Tyson Fury up, and then does the same to Anthony Joshua, but in even more devastating fashion. That'll be crazy for the sport. Will it bring excitement and eyes on the sport? And because this will be the crowning of a new superstar in Francis Ngannou. Yes, sure. But that'll be bad for the sport moving forward, especially since Francis Ngannou is not that much of a boxer. He's not that good. He shows a lot of novice traits. So for the sake of boxing and for, to be honest, the bias, because I like Anthony Joshua, his personality and his contributions to the sport of boxing. For the sake of those reasons, I would hope that Anthony Joshua is victorious when he steps in the ring, not more than 3-4 hours from now. I would hope he sends a message. I would hope he stamps his foot down and does a good job on Francis Ngannou. This is my hope. Will he be able to achieve it? That is a different scenario altogether. Already, you hear the same people, the same crowd. It's a cacophony already running around saying the same thing they always say at every Joshua fight. He looks scared. He looks timid. He's intimidated. He has a weak chin. Ngannou's going to knock him out. We've heard all of this. From Garmin, from down to Dillian White. Every time Joshua was going to fight somebody, it was the same rhetoric all around. So I hope Anthony Joshua proves everybody wrong. I personally think he will. That is not to say I don't think Ngannou stands a chance to pull off the upset. Yeah, I do think he has a very, very, very good chance, especially if they start trading. But Joshua has a very good guard, so let's see. I think this is going to be fireworks. This will be bombs. This will be ending. If they both take the center of the ring, I think this will be ending in a knockout. I don't think that'll be the case. Actually, I think Anthony Joshua is going to box his head off, or will attempt to box his head off. I think it'll make more sense for Anthony Joshua to avoid a direct firefight against a hard hitter like Francis Ngannou. So what do I think, especially at the weight he's coming in, 252? I think he's going to fight Ngannou at a very high pace. In his last few fights, it is undeniable that Joshua's footwork has improved significantly. So I would expect, especially coming in at a trim 252, I would think he intends to sit on his bike and box Ngannou and step out of range. You know, he has a long reach, so he has to put that jab and that right hand to work. And I think a lot he's gonna go to him, he's gonna work his body. And I also actually think is the plan Ngannou also has for Joshua, to work his body. So they're gonna be draining each other a lot. Do not be surprised if this ends early, 3-4 rounds, maybe 5 the most, because I think these guys are gonna go for each other. They're gonna go for each other's jugular the moment the bell rings. And I would hope that Joshua pulls it off. I want to see more of Anthony Joshua. Francis Ngannou is almost 40 years old. If he was younger and if he was more accomplished and if he was a more marketable individual, then I would not have minded Anthony Joshua passing the torch to him. But he's one of 3 of those things. Marketable, maybe, yeah, but he's an older guy, so he's always coming to the tail end of his own career too. And I hope we get a good fight. You know, I think it's gonna be fireworks. I think there's gonna be levels to this fight. Anthony Joshua is ready to go 12 rounds. If Ngannou admittedly was the one begging for a 10-rounder, then I think he also knows his limitations. And behind all the bravado and braggadocio, I think he knows that there are levels to this. It'll be shocking for a novice like Francis Ngannou to beat a world amateur silver medalist, an Olympic gold medalist, a 2-time heavyweight champion. I mean, I honestly do not see it happening. But this is boxing, and upsets is part of the game, so we will not be shocked, at least for myself, if Francis Ngannou was to go in there and catch Anthony Joshua. Well, like I've said severally, would I hope that would happen? No. But would I be shocked? No. Ngannou is a heavy hitter, probably one of the hardest hitting men on the planet today. And coming in at 272 pounds, that's over at least 20 pounds heavier than Anthony Joshua, which is very unusual when you think about it, because Anthony Joshua usually comes in way heavier than his opponents. So this is gonna be firecrackers from the jump. I think this card is wonderful. Zhilei Zhang got almost 50 pounds on Joseph Parker. Oh yeah, I hope the Saudi General hospitals are on standby, because I know at least one person is getting stretched out there. But in any event, hit the like button, subscribe. Do not forget to hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I drop new content. Take care of yourselves. Peace.